Sino sa inyo ang bumaril kay Mayor Espinosa?
Hindi po ako.
Sino?
Good morning, sir. Ako po yung ang nakabaril po.
Ikaw ang nakabaril.
Opo.
Okay. Sino ang bumaril kay Yap?
Ang nakabaril po kay Yap ay si Espio por Duarte po.
Nandito ba?
Opo, nandito po.
Okay. Doon sa medico legal, nandito ba yung... saan yung tama ni Mayor Espinosa?
Good morning, Your Honor. Apat po ang tama ni Mayor Espinosa. There were 4 points of entry on the front of the body, 2 on the chest, and 2 on the abdomen, Your Honor.
So,
Senator Recto.
okay. So, did you coordinate also with your superiors?
Regarding din sa coordination, wala akong sinabi, sir. Kasi yung duty ko sa desk officer, tinawagan lang ako na kung pwede sumama sa operation ng
So,
CIDG.
sumama kayo?
So, nagpunta ako sa opisina regarding sa tawag sa telepono. Doon nagpunta ako sa opisina at saka nag-coordinate kami doon sa CIDG, sir.
Okay, so anyway, ganito bottom line. 13 kayo sa CIDG Region 8. 6 ang maritime group. 19 kayo.
Yun hindi ko na alam, sir. Basta yung sa akin is 6 kami.
O, nandiyan ba yung 6 ninyo? Nandito ba?
Ako lang, sir, ang may dito na papunta dito, sir.
So, wala dito yung 6?
Hindi, yung 5. Ako lang, sir, ang dito, sir.
Sige, wala
Yes,
yung
sir.
5. Ikaw lang nandito.
Yes, sir.
So, ang operation na to, 19 na tao. Tama ho ba yun? Is that correct? 19 kayo.
Bali 12 po from CIDG at saka
Ang bilang
6 po sa Maritime.
Ang bilang ko dito, 13.
Plus ako po, bali 19.
19 nga. Di tama yung sinabi ko, 19 kayo lahat. Okay. Having said that,
The presentation, this is a case. The subject is examined was that of a male cadaver, fully developed, fairly nourished, and embalmed at the time of examination. Please proceed. For the examination of the head and neck, this is the cadaver of Rolando Rosal Espinosa. For the head and neck, there was only one injury that I noted. It was a lacerated wound on the left temporal region. Upon internal examination of the head and neck, I was not able to note any injuries. It was unremarkable. On the body of the victim, I noted that there were, on the anterior aspect, or in layman's terms, the front of the body of the victim, there were 4 points of entry. Please proceed. The injury that I marked as point of entry number 1, at the outset, again, I would like to state that the numbering is a mere, does not indicate the sequence of the firing of the shots. It's only a means to label the findings, Your Honor. So for point of entry number 1, it was at the sternal region. It measured 0.8 by 0.6 centimeters along the midline of the body, and 124 centimeters from the heel. It had an abrasion collar, which was located inferolaterally, or below and to the side of the injury on its right side, Your Honor. It had a trajectory. The trajectory is posteriorly or from the front going towards the back, upwards and to the left. For point
Sir,
of entry number, yes, Your Honor.
Kung pwede po sa salita na mas maintindihan ng marami, you can say the medical term and then try to translate as best as you can so it's easier to understand. Like for example, you mentioned earlier, nothing remarkable. Exactly what does that mean?
Yes, sir.
Para lang maintindihan po.
Thank you, Your Honor. To continue, Your Honor, for point of entry number 1, I was able to recover a fired bullet at the back of the victim on the left scapular region, or in layman's terms, the wing bone at the back on the left side, Your Honor. And the measurement from the heel was 125 centimeters, Your Honor.
Okay, sir. So, for example, if you can also include in your narration how your possible deduction on what was the position of the victim when he was shot. Was he lying down? And the shooter, is it close range? Is anything that can add to our analysis of the incident?
Yeah.
Ang siguro, the position ng natamaan in relation to the position of the shooter.
Yes. Okay. Your Honor, if I may just state it in general terms, all 4 points of entry on the front of the body of the victim, except for one, had an upward trajectory, Your Honor.
So, ang ibig sabihin, pag upward, yung biktima, nakatayo, nakaupo, paano?
In this case, Your Honor, there are 2 possible positions for the victim and the assailant. One, the victim could be in a vertical position. If he was standing and the assailant or the tip of the barrel of the gun was at a point lower than the point of entry on the body of the victim, this would mean that the victim was on an elevated position relative to the assailant. Or it could also be that the assailant was standing and the victim was lying down, Your Honor.
So both are possible?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Alright. So pwedeng nakahiga ang biktima, pwede ring nakatayo dun sa posisyon ng pasok ng bala?
Yes, Your Honor. Both are possible.
Ano
bang elevation ng floor, Doctor, in relation to halimbawa nasa labas yung assailant? Ano yung elevation ng selda, sa loob ng selda? Mas mataas, pantay, or what?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I was not present and during crime scene processing. I merely conducted the autopsy on the cadaver of the victim. Okay. So for gunshot wound number 2, this was the only one that did not have a... next slide, please. So again, to reiterate, for point of entry number 1, I was able to recover a fired bullet. For gunshot wound number 2, this was the only one that did not have an upward trajectory. The direction was from the left side going towards the right, and I was able to recover a fired bullet embedded in the vertebra of the victim.
So that was the only bullet that was recovered in the body?
I was able to recover 3 fired bullets, Your Honor, out of the 4 points of entry.
4.
Only one exited, and I was able to recover all 3 fired bullets, Your Honor.
And it's also possible that the person was lying down in this particular case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thoracic?
The backbone, Your Honor, pertaining to the part of the chest of the victim.
So malapit sa may chest area, sa chest
So it's
area.
still on the
tayo.
chest area,
Okay.
Your Honor. For point of entry number 3, Your Honor, it was at the on the abdominal region already. Again, the trajectory was going towards the back and upwards, Your Honor. And this is the only gunshot that exited the body, Your Honor.
Sir, dun sa mga bala na nakuha nyo, pare-parehong bala ba? Isa lang ba ang bumarel sa tingin ninyo?
Your Honor, I would like to differ from answering that question. I'm not a ballistician. That is not my expertise.
I understand, but then just by mere sight, and we won't hold you accountable to this, just by the sizes of bullets retrieved from the body, are they all uniform sizes?
From experience, Your Honor, I would say that all 3 fired bullets were of the same caliber, and all are full metal jacket type of bullets, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you again.
So, this is the point of entry number 3 was the only gunshot wound that had an exit wound at the back, Your Honor. Next slide, please. That is the point of exit as shown in the picture at the back of the body of the victim. Next slide, please. For gunshot wound number 4, this was in the umbilical region, or on top of the umbilicus. Again, it had the direction was going towards the back from the front of the body and upwards. And I was able to recover the bullet, which was embedded in the diaphragm, or the muscle of the diaphragm muscle of the victim, Your Honor. So in all, there were 4 points of entry on the body of the victim, 2 on the chest, 2 on the abdominal region. 3 of them had an upward trajectory, all going from the front going towards the back. 1 had an exit wound, and I was able to recover 3 fired bullets, Your Honor.
Thank you for your report, sir. So just to summarize what you were saying, yung biktima pwedeng nakahiga o nakatayo nung siya'y binaril. At sinasabi rin ninyo na 2 ang tama nito sa may chest area o sa dibdib, 2 rin sa tiyan. Nais ko rin tanungin sa inyo kung para lamang malinawan, sa tingin ba ninyo malapit ang bumaril sa kanya o regular ang distansya sa mga nagkakaroon ng engkwentrong ganito?
Okay. On the body, upon conducting the examination, Your Honor, there were no markings on the body of the victim that may indicate that this was a close range or intermediate range type of gunshot wound. However, Your Honor, I did, because the victim was wearing clothing at the time of death, or at the time that he was shot. And so what I did was I recovered the upper garment of the victim, and I submitted it to our crime laboratory, to our office in Ormoc City, for examination for presence of gunpowder residue. And based on the results, we can deduce whether or not this is a close range or intermediate range type of gunshot wound, Your Honor.